To prepare the slides for maximum impact and safety, you need to follow these steps. First, you need to choose the right type of slides. You want slides that are sturdy, durable, and have a smooth surface. Avoid slides that are too thin, brittle, or have sharp edges. You can use metal, plastic, or wooden slides, depending on your preference and availability. Second, you need to arrange the slides in a stack. You want to create a solid and stable structure that can withstand the force of the wall. You can use duct tape, glue, or nails to secure the slides together. Make sure the slides are aligned and balanced. You can test the stability of your stack by gently pushing it from different sides. Third, you need to attach a rope or a chain to the top slide. You want to have a way to pull the stack towards the wall when you are ready to topple it. You can use a strong and long rope or chain that can handle the weight of the slides. You can tie a knot or use a hook to connect the rope or chain to the slide. Make sure the rope or chain is not tangled or twisted. Fourth, you need to find a suitable location for your experiment. You want to have enough space and distance between the wall and the stack of slides. You also want to avoid any obstacles or hazards that could interfere with your experiment. You can use a measuring tape or a ruler to mark the spot where you will place your stack of slides. You can also use cones or signs to warn others about your experiment. Fifth, you need to wear protective gear and equipment. You want to protect yourself and others from any possible injuries or damages that could result from your experiment. You can wear a helmet, goggles, gloves, and boots to cover your head, eyes, hands, and feet. You can also use earplugs or headphones to block out any loud noises. You can also have a fire extinguisher, a first aid kit, and a phone nearby in case of emergencies. These are the steps you need to prepare the slides for maximum impact and safety. Remember to be careful and have fun with your experiment. In this section, we will learn how to choose the best location and angle for launching the slides to topple a concrete wall. This is an important step to ensure that your slides have enough force and impact to break through the wall. First, you need to find a suitable location for your slide launcher. You want to be as close as possible to the wall, but not too close that you risk getting hit by debris or injuring yourself. You also want to avoid any obstacles or hazards that might interfere with your slide trajectory, such as trees, power lines, or other buildings. Next, you need to determine the best angle for your slide launcher. The angle will affect how far and how high your slides will fly, as well as how much damage they will cause to the wall. Generally, you want to aim for a 45-degree angle, which is the optimal angle for maximum range and height. However, depending on the height and thickness of the wall, you may need to adjust your angle slightly. To calculate the best angle for your slide launcher, you can use a simple formula. Angle equals arctan, height/distance, where height is the height of the wall and distance is the horizontal distance between your launcher and the wall. For example, if the wall is 10 feet high and you are 20 feet away from it, then your angle should be arctan, 10/20 equals 26.6 degrees. You can also use a protractor or a smartphone app to measure the angle of your slide launcher. Make sure that your launcher is level and stable before you launch your slides. Finally, you need to test your slide launcher and adjust it as needed. Launch a few slides and observe how they fly and hit the wall. If they fall short or overshoot, you may need to change your angle or distance. If they hit the wall but do not cause enough damage, you may need to increase the speed or weight of your slides. By following these steps, you can choose the best location and angle for launching your slides to topple a concrete wall. Remember to be safe and have fun with this experiment. To topple a concrete wall with a ton of slides, we need to know how much force and speed we need to apply to the slides and the wall. Force is the push or pull that causes an object to move, stop, or change direction. Speed is how fast an object is moving in a certain direction. We can measure force and speed using some simple tools and formulas. To measure the force of the slides, we need a scale and a spring. We place the scale on the ground and put one end of the spring on it. Then we attach the other end of the spring to a slide. We pull the slide back until the spring is stretched and read the weight on the scale. This is the force that the spring exerts on the slide. We can repeat this for different slides and different distances. To measure the speed of the slides, we need a stopwatch and a tape measure. We mark a starting point and an ending point on the ground with a tape measure. Then we launch a slide from the starting point and use the stopwatch to measure how long it takes to reach the ending point. We divide the distance by the time to get the speed of the slide. We can repeat this for different slides and different angles. To measure the force of the wall, we need a hammer and a nail. We drive a nail into the wall at a certain height and hang a weight from it. We measure how much the nail bends under the weight. This is proportional to the force that the wall exerts on the nail. We can repeat this for different weights and different heights. To measure the speed of the wall, we need a camera and a ruler. We set up a camera on a tripod facing the wall. Then we hit the wall with a slide or another object and record what happens. We play back the video and pause it when the wall starts to move. We measure how far the wall has moved from its original position with a ruler. We divide this distance by the time interval between frames to get the speed of the wall. These are some ways to measure the force and speed of the slides and the wall. In the next section, we will use these measurements to calculate how many slides we need to topple the wall and how fast we need to launch them.